We're going way back for a really fun, funky find this Easter season. So you always hear about the Easter candies, Easter chocolates. Little history of chocolate. Before the 1600s, most of it was cacao, which is a really bitter tasting thing. It's not really the sweetened version that we eat today. So pre-1600s, it was cacao. By the 1600s, they had started to liquefy chocolate, and they made chocolate drinking houses all across Europe. So this is a whole other rabbit hole you can go down. But back to chocolatiering. So in by 1830 was they had this liquid chocolate. It was really great. And by 1830, someone with the name, he is a Dutch chemist with the name of Coenraad van Houten. He extracted the cacao butter from the cacao to somehow thicken the chocolate and create a chocolate candy. So this is the time when people are like, oh wow, they added sweetener to it. 1830s, 1840s, wow, we're going all the way with these new chocolates. Now traditionally they were flat backed, so just like a stamp imprint with a flat back. They were molded copper. At that time they found that the chocolate stuck to the copper, so they coated them with silver. So we have a couple here, but I want to talk about a few things, how you can age these pieces. So 1840s, they were silver-coated copper. By the 1870s, they coated the copper with tin, not silver. Tin was the new fad. So these are probably tin. These here are probably tin. Now this one is a really nice, this one in particular does not have a marking on it, but it has a really nice little pinch clip here, and then it comes off in two pieces. So, you know, you can make this sweet little chocolate dove for someone you love. Around 1870, Germany actually became the chocolate mold center of the, chocolate world. They were doing all these molds. They kind of took the world by storm with their German chocolates, and, we can't turn them away today. So there was a man named Anton Riesch who actually was here's a new one we have. This is a little baby bassinet. Anton Riesch, so his particular molds are really prized by collectors because they were in service or in production for about 90 years, and they created 50,000 different molds. So this one, again, they have little divots. So look at this. Look at this. I mean, they probably had stronger fingers back then than I do, but pinch that open. I mean, they are already making binder clips before it was a thing, So there we have that. The molds, though, the real collectors, the 1880s to 1910s are when these chocolate molds are really intricate, really fancy, a lot of details. These are probably a little bit after that 1910s, 1930s, because the details became a bit more rounded. Steel became the choice metal to coat with. And then, by the 60s, everything just went down the tubes with with plastic. So we started molding our chocolates in plastic, and then, another fun fact was that chocolates were always full and total bites. So now you might take a bite of those bunny ears and you can see all the way down to the bunny feet. That didn't start happening until World War II, when cocoa rations became a thing. Another thing to look for as collectors, this one is marked as Die Hock. I'm probably not saying that right. But something really fancy that you need to look for is if these, a collector told me this, if these molds, so this one is 15956, okay? The other side of this is 15956. So those numbers you want to look for numbers that have matching sets. So that means they were created together, made by the same person. Sometimes chocolate molds will be signed. Now this beauty, I've never seen anything like it. I had to get this on here to show everybody because this is a piece unlike I've seen before. We have a solid bunny Easter chocolate mold. Absolutely stunning right here. Easter chocolates like you've never had before. This is just a beautiful, it does come apart there, but this is just so beautiful. These are very intricate little bunnies, and this is very heavy. So this could be very old. Stamping on here, 28 and 28 right along here. Where are we at? Right there. So a matching set for this absolutely pristine pieces. This one has a cool old clip. I mean, just imagine walking to your chocolatier on your cobblestone road and getting you a full through chocolate bunny. Bring back the solid chocolate bunnies. Have a good day.